Well, it's a program coming off a historic win. Samford beating Wofford on the road last week, their first top 5 win since 1992. And we got the head coach here with us, Chris Hatcher. You got a monumental game this week with a rival Chattanooga. I know their record is not as good as it used to be, but huge game for you guys nonetheless on Saturday.
Well, they're all big games. Starting with the first one versus Kennesaw State. But last week it was a great environment for us to go on the road, come back with a huge win over an undefeated top 5 opponent. This week, a little different challenge. We play arguably the team that has the most talent in the league, but they've struggled a little bit. They've had some quarterback problems. They got a new coach. They come in with a 1-7 record, but it's a team that Samford has only defeated twice since 2008. So the majority of our team has never beaten UT Chattanooga, so there's a lot of motivation for us to play well on Saturday.
When any casual fan looks at a team's schedule, they'll say, oh, they lost 2 in a row. One was Georgia, obviously. The other one, back-to-back with Western Carolina. People may have wanted to write you guys off, and then you had that winning streak here the last couple of weeks. How did you guys feel after that 2-game losing streak? Did you still felt pretty good about yourselves?
We did, but I think our team was focusing on the wrong things. We came into this season highly ranked, had a playoff season last year. I think maybe we were focused on the winning more than the work that you had to do each day in order to be able to win on Saturday. So we go into Georgia, of course. They pay us $500,000. We go play really well, for 3 quarters, take that beat down, and then we go on the road to a Western Carolina team that has turned out to be pretty good. They beat us in the last second of the game. They're ranked 19th in the country. And at that point, our team really started focusing on what was important, and that was the day-to-day preparation and let the games take care of themselves. And since we've been doing that, we've been a whole lot better football team.
You've cracked the top 10, first time since 1993 in the FCS. And now you get to the home stretch, like the real part of the schedule that's going to potentially matter for your FCS playoff schedule if you guys, obviously not looking forward to that. But what are you telling your guys with only a few weeks left when they all want to look at the end goal and play in November and play in December?
Well, you only get to play 1 a week, so your goal is to be 1-0 each and every week. Each game has a life of its own, and with our team, our goal is to be number 1. I mean, that's why you compete. So it was a big deal for us to get into the top 10, the 8th ranking in the country. But we want to continue to climb, and we understand that we have to play them 1 at a time on the way out. And the unique thing about our conference is pretty much everybody's the same. If you look back from week to week this season, all the games come down to the end. So we understand that we have to play well. We control our own destiny. And I think that's really kept our team grounded and excited about the opportunity, especially versus a Chattanooga football team.
Fans love to see offense. That's what puts them in the seats. But your defense has gotten sneaky good this year compared to the first 2 seasons that you had. What have you seen from the defense?
Well, they're the group that's been winning the ball games for us. Devlin Hodges, who's a phenomenal player, local standout out of Mortimer, Jordan, reigning Southern Conference Player of the Year. He's had a really good year.
He wins the offensive performer of the year of the week, seems like every week.
He does. He's a pretty good player, okay? It didn't have anything to do with coaching. He's a good player. So, he gets a lot of the accolades and the notoriety, but everybody wants to talk to the quarterback anyway. Our defense is really good, and we've tailored the offense to play maybe at a little slower pace than we have the previous 2 years to help keep them fresh. But we're playing great defense, we're playing really good on special teams, and we're scoring just enough points to keep winning. That's been the recipe for success thus far for us this season.
The video that your production crew put together of you guys in the locker room after the Wofford win was really cool to watch. What was that moment like, and was that kind of a stepping stone of, hey guys, we want more moments like this year?
Well, we do that after every win, and it's just kind of a fun thing I've always done at different stops, and our team, at least they humor me and seem to like it after the game. But there's nothing like being in a winning locker room, and we want to continue to have those moments. But the win over Wofford was a big one for us. It gave us a lot of confidence. They're a very tough team to prepare for, going on the road, and it put us in a position to be tied for first in the Southern Conference. So, we hold the pen to our own story right now, and we'll have to figure out how we'll finish it.
I'm sure as a coach you have phases and steps throughout the year where you say, okay, we're at this point, check, we've done what we wanted to do. We're at this point, check, we've done what we wanted to do. When you're this late in the season, are you where you want to be?
I think so. We're a fresh team right now. One thing last season, we kind of faltered at the end. We finished the season 7-5 with a defeat to Youngstown in the playoffs. I thought we got beat up and we were a little tired. So this season we went in, we changed our practice schedule. As our strength coach likes to say, we had some time manipulation to make sure that we kept our guys fresh down the stretch. Well, we're here now, and we'll see if that will pay off and we can have a much stronger finish than we did last year.
What's it been like from the fan aspect and on campus of seeing this team rise to national notoriety?
From the start of the season, I've been very pleased with the crowds we've had. We've had great support, especially from our students. And I knew it was going to be a special year. We opened up the season against Kennesaw State, who happens to only have one defeat, and that is to us. We had a 3-hour rain delay, lightning delay, game one, and when we came back out, all our students were still there.
Yeah,
so
you guys came back and won that game.
We did. It was a big one. Thank goodness we had the delay. But they've been outstanding, and I think our guys have done a really good job of interacting on the campus community part of it throughout the course of the year to build those relationships. And, when you go to a smaller college like us, 5,000 students, it's very important to be intertwined within the community there. And our guys have done a great job, and it shows with how our students turn out each and every Saturday.
Well, that next step this Saturday is going to be a 2 o'clock game at home with rival Chattanooga. It's head coach Chris Hatcher.